Well, hello, friends. If you're watching this video, it's because I just died. I was walking across the street, carrying the comedy sign, showing people it was going to be a comedy show here tonight, and I got hit by a Cybertruck. But since there was so much going on with Halloween and everything, nobody stopped. And so we had to just go ahead and hurry up and just have the funeral. So welcome to the funeral. Because I got hit by a Cybertruck.
Holding my sign, hoping that somebody would come down to my show. I tried to cross the street, but before I got there, oh, somebody hit me. Oh, they hit me and knocked me on my bones. I was through. Then somebody hit me. Somebody hit me. Oh, they hit me with their car. I just know that it would happen quickly, but I ended up in this casket to sing this song. Oh no, said I was cool. Then somebody hit me. Somebody hit me. Hit me when they gone. And they drove. Oh, they drove off so quickly. Now I'm here, singing this song, I'm singing this song. Happy Halloween, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to my funeral. I knew that if I had it on a day that people wanted to come together, that you guys would make it. And I didn't want nobody to miss it and then have to look around and be like, oh, y'all don't even know who you know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that to happen. So here we are.
I'm here to perform this eulogy because that's what brothers do. Jonathan Morris Bonner was very special to me. And he's gone forever. He's not coming back. In times like this, it's important to remember the good times. I remember the first time I met John. He was doing improv in Sedona. Back then, he was just Becca's boyfriend. But we became brothers. Becca and John got married just last month. Becca couldn't be at her beloved husband's funeral because she had to work. But it's okay. It's okay that she's not here. And you know, it's okay that John's not here either. He's not even funny anymore. You see, after he got married, he was so content with his life, he stopped trying. Cut off all his hair, he was bald. Stopped drinking, stopped going out, played a lot of video games. He didn't even look both ways. So John is now the poster child of why you should never get married. Folks, listen up. If you get married, you will end up unfunny, bald, and dead. But, you know, we still love John. Wherever he is out there, you know, you can stop praying for him. Whatever happened on earth, determine where he is now. The praying won't do anything. But we can raise a glass to John Bonner. Thank you, John, for doing everything wrong so that we can know what not to do. Thank you.
We gather today to honor the life and the memories of Jonathan Bonner and to wish him a safe and graceful voyage to that great strip club in the sky. I could feel the heaviness. I could feel his soul thickening the air, and it's humid, just like the inside of the strip clubs that he used to work in. And it's exactly what John would have wanted. It harkens back to his last dying words. Oh shit, that's a Cybertruck! John told me a profound truth about life and death. He said, Maddie, when you grow up, will you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, son, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day, I could get hit by a Cybertruck, but the show must go on. And John, he would have wanted me to let you know that he's not dead. He just died. He's in the air now. He's in the taps. He's in the voice of T-Pain. He's not dead, he just died. In fact, I don't even think he just died.
I can't believe. I always believe it brought me back for a moment. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. He must be very superstitious or something. Those beliefs are what can bring me out of the grave sometimes. And it keeps me lost in my random thoughts that I have sometimes. Like, do you ever think about how, like, maybe Stevie Wonder is a Muppet? Like, you know, like how there's a hand of the Muppet? Like Stevie Wonder is a Muppet and a man? You know what I'm saying? And I think that, like, there's times when the Muppet tries to escape, like in the song Superstitious. And I think you know what I'm talking about. I'll show you right now. He was like, oh, there is superstition. Running all the while. There is superstition, yeah. Right about the vow. 13 months, baby!
think about sometimes, you know? Alright. I'm not feeling it good.
Thank you all for coming here for our dear friend, sweet Jonny. We're here to commemorate our dearest friend, Jonathan Bonner. Sweet Jonny. Jonny B. Jonny B. Good Times. Or probably my favorite name that we have for him. It's gotta be. So I haven't known John for that long, but that doesn't mean we're not close. As a matter of fact, just yesterday we had our first fight. That's okay, we mended it. By the end of it, I will never forget what he said. He went, and another thing, I love you, Jonny. I'll always love you. And thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to Johnny's funeral. Thank you. And I don't think he's dead. I think he just died. I don't think he's dead. I think he just died.
That beautiful music. Oh man, it made me feel something again. And I want to share those feelings still. And there's one thing that I can say for sure, is that everybody needs to understand, everybody in this room, that Halloween is the Labor Day for us. After this, it's not coming back out. So you better get a peek while you can. And it's been weighing on my heart. I wanted to say something to you. Halloween is working against me. And oh, Halloween, it wants to break me down. Oh, Tinkerbell, gotta sit it out. And somebody's just like a wiener, and that's for your mouth. And prostitutes, all they're dressed up like police. Oh, Halloween. Oh, stay the hell away from me. Oh, Halloween. It's taking better men than me. Oh, it's your last chance to see the best. It's not coming out on Christmas mass. So take your chance to take a glance today.
Well, on the programs it says that we're going to remember John some more. But as I recall, this was the stand-up portion of the night. So I think it's anything goes at this point. Last time I got up here and had a bunch of notes, and I did a really good job. People told me that at least. But I made a promise that I wouldn't use notes this time. So I didn't even write anything. I don't have a plan. I just have an idea of a plan. Concepts of a plan, right? But I need a little liquid courage to get me through, so hold on 1 second, please. Yeah. That feels good. I still feel all the pressure though. I feel even more pressure right here. I think I might need another beer.
Get up, get up. He's gonna throw us more harder.
Cheers, you guys. Thank you guys. I did great again. We made the comedy show great again. All right, next.
All right, happy Halloween, everybody! This is going to be really bad. So much is throwing me off my mojo. My keyboard is broken, so I was fucking with that all night. I'm supposed to be dressed like Puss in Boots, but I ordered my costume too late. And I'm most upset about it because my first joke was, hey, oh, tonight I'm going to be up to my boots in puss. And now it doesn't make any sense. So we're celebrating Halloween number 8, me and Polly. This is our 8th Halloween we've ever celebrated. Eight Halloweens. There's 5 in this hand. I'm hoping. But we've only celebrated 8 Halloweens because we were raised Jehovah's Witness. And they don't fuck with the holidays. They don't fuck with any kind. I shouldn't be swearing so much. I'm sorry. They definitely don't fuck with swearing. But yeah, they don't celebrate holidays. We call them the JWs. Sometimes we call them the J-Hos. But there's not like one blanket reason why they don't celebrate holidays. They have hang-ups about each individual one. Like Christmas, they're like Jesus wasn't born in the winter. Easter they think is pagan. I'm pretty sure Halloween it's that they don't like strangers knocking on their doors unannounced. But I'm having a great time. This is my backup costume. So 8 Halloweens, and I've only had 7 costumes because I used this before. So somebody recently told me about my JW upbringing after I was telling them some like trauma dumping about it. They were like, you know, I could. This is a real quote. He said, I could tell there was something about the way you were raised that made you really good at talking to people who don't want to listen to what you have to say. And he was totally correct. I was knocking on doors full time and pioneering by the time I was 15. I dropped out of high school to pursue that. I didn't work out for me. But I like what my friend said about it because because despite all the trauma and all the sexual repression and self-loathing and stuff, I'm grateful for my upbringing because when you have doors slammed in your face constantly from a very young age, it really prepares you for your whole love life and career, sex life. So. And for the grave. Halloween, as John was singing earlier, is not very easy for the singles. I'm very grateful to be happily betrothed in this season. And I'm very grateful to not be dating right now because the Netflix and chill scene has changed so much. Like the shit that these guys have to tolerate sitting through, you know, is terrible. Like it's just depraved. Like if you ever, do you know what I'm saying? Like dudes will sit through their girls' shows, you know, and now like it's just ramping up the depravity of our media. It's getting like, if you ever see one of these bisexual skinny jean single earring dudes who says he likes Euphoria, he's lying. And then you got these, yeah, based on a true story. Then you got all these goth girls. Anyone watching like horror movies on Halloween? You guys like horror movies? Okay. Have you heard about these Terrifier movies that are coming out? Anyone fans of these? Am I getting too old too fast? That shit's way too much for me. That's like brutal. And I see all these goth girls that like dress like Art the Clown, and they always have like a little gaggle of simps, like pretending that they're into it too. And they'll sit through like a 7-minute torture scene. So they'll watch 10 minutes of just extreme violence for like 2 minutes of post. And then have 2 months of therapy to unsee what they just saw. They're the ones getting tortured. Like also the House of a Thousand Corpses, I'm 100% convinced no one actually likes that movie. We're just doing it to convince each other that we're cool. That movie's awful. Does anyone like House of a Thousand Corpses? House of a Thousand Corpses is like how Sedona people think Camp Verde is like. I think that's all I got. Thanks, guys. Rest in peace.
Before I stop feeling good, there's something I want to know. If I was in a casket, what would you say? What would you say? If I was laying in a casket, what would you say? What would you say? Cause when we was in the car the other day, and I didn't roll the window down and I passed gas, you called me a nasty bastard. But now I'm in a casket, what do you have to say? What would you say? The other night, you turned off Star Trek, and you know I love Star Trek. You kept saying what's wrong with that dude's face. And I said, baby, it's makeup. He's a Romulan. Just listen to the story, babe. Listen to the story. And eventually you like it, but you turned it off right in my face. Right in my face. But now I'm in a casket. So I bet when you get off work, you gon' watch all the Star Trek, every single episode of it, even the bad episodes of it, because you didn't think I'd be in a casket today. And also, you gon' forget all my mistakes, and all the things I did bad, you gon' tell people that I did them great. In fact, you tell people that when I'm funny, that's how it smells like bakery fresh cinnamon roll. Casket, so I get the last say. I get the last say. So, John told me a couple weeks ago, he said he really wanted me to write some comedy for his funeral. And I said, why are you telling me this? And so here I am. And I know what you're all thinking. Why is the Geico caveman up here? But I'm not. But I was at my family reunion recently, and my cousin, twice removed, was there. And I couldn't help myself from thinking, why is he here? He's been removed twice. And those of you who don't know me, I'll let you know, I have a pickup truck, which means I'm everybody's friend. When they need something moved, that is. Friends that haven't talked to you in years will call you and say, hey, want a beer? Beer is always the bait. But as it turns out, I'm a sucker for beer. So naturally, I show up. It always starts the same way. Hey, before this beer, can you just help me move something real quick? 8 hours later, I don't want the damn beer anymore. Wait, that's a lie. After moving furniture for 8 hours, the first thing I want is a fucking beer. But have you ever helped a family member move? I just helped my grandfather move. And I noticed there's 3 types of people when moving. 1, there's the young muscle. This guy. There's the masters of Tetris. And 3, there's the person that sits down and tells people what to do. Now, what I didn't realize about being number 3 is that you have to sit directly in the path of everyone who's moving, smoking cigarette after cigarette, puffing the smoke in your face, and telling you unnecessary input. Now, I don't have a problem with smoking, unless I'm gasping for air, lifting heavy things, going upstairs, sweating my ass out. But on a positive note, the masters of Tetris help things go so smoothly. As the young muscle lifting the heavy furniture, I feel like when I'm just lifting that, I have caveman brain. I like to go into that moving truck and just be like, object where? And speaking of caveman brain, if you've ever driven a U-Haul truck, you know what I'm talking about. Even a professional driver will drive like a toddler behind the wheel of one of those trucks. Everyone who's outside the truck helping is so confident that they could do better. But once they sit in that driver's seat, you've given the wheel to another caveman. And caveman invented the wheel, right? You'd think they'd know how to work it. But I will tell you, through this whole move, I realized the very last person you want to be in a move is the one that crashes the U-Haul truck. That shit follows you to your grave. Your tombstone will read, fucker crashed a U-Haul truck. And if you're from my family, crashing a U-Haul truck is rights for disownment. You know, maybe that's why my cousin got twice removed. But thank you. I want to thank everyone for being here for John's funeral and just have a moment of silence for him. Because everyone knows that's the best thing when there's comedy. Thank you all.
I used to constantly write jokes in my phone, and I thought I'd transform it to this book that I used to always write jokes in. And this page just says "eat their asses" with no context. I've always wondered if conjoined twins call their twin their better half or their other half. I have a lot of questions about conjoined twins, but most of them are sexual. Someone once told me you have to laugh with everyone or cry alone, but I don't know what it means if I do both. If you want someone to find your message in a ball, you probably shouldn't throw it in the ocean. I wish people who make posts about their birthdays on Instagram would stop using the caption "Make a Wish." A lot of the times I think they're dying. 90s have come back in style, which is kind of crazy for any of us who are in our 30s. Those were wild times. You know, and like people my age see a pair of Jinko jeans and they start using the R word a lot. But like I've heard too, if you say retarded in the mirror, the Hardy brothers show up and tell you to suck it. I haven't tried it, but I'm like willing to someday. I recently started using Ozempic. I tried shooting it directly in my double chin though. It's not working. I've won a few things on the internet also. Botox was one of them, and I got it done recently. The thing is I look exactly the same, but I can't use a straw now. So I don't know if I'll go back. The second time I won something on Instagram, I was just trying to like donate to my friend's family. He lost his wife, and I donated. I won a gift card to a restaurant. And they're like, "Oh, just pick it up at the restaurant." I'm like, this is already kind of uncomfortable. But I showed up and they didn't know what I was talking about. And he's like, what was it for? And I'm like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay." And he's like, "No, just tell me, what was it for?" And I was like, "My friend lost his wife and I'm here to collect my prize." It wasn't a good time for me. This 4th of July, I had to work, like most people in the food industry. But I'm a manager of a restaurant, and I told my servers that if they want to celebrate by asking everyone who they're voting for this year, they can do that. You know what they say about reaching for the stars? You can't, because they're literally light years away. If anyone's ever wondered if Reese's Puffs is one flavor or two flavors, it is two. I looked it up. Sometimes I want to try meth just for like a week to get my life together. I wrote down some anxious thoughts. I know a lot of us live with anxiety. I suddenly remembered recently in 2012 I downloaded a bunch of pirated movies. And then I started thinking about like if the FBI ever found out and all those warnings on movies. I didn't listen to any of them. I downloaded hundreds of movies in 2012. This one's a little tough to admit. Recently, a Facebook memory came up where I had posted the lyrics to a rap song, including the N-word. It tagged my only black friend in it. She said, "Ew, why were we so cringe?" And I'm like, I don't know, I don't like this memory, and I wish Facebook would stop telling me these things. I didn't delete it though, because I'm hoping it helps my comedy career someday. Once in a while at work, I'll take a selfie in the bathroom in the mirror, but I don't post any of them because I'm scared my boss will see it and think I just take selfies in the bathroom all day. I've also been nervous that one time I'll repeat a joke that's already been said and everyone will get really mad and I'll get like canceled or something, but I literally just live in Cottonwood, so I don't think that's a problem. I've also lied to a lot of parents about babies being cute when they're first born. And a lot of close friends have had babies, and I'm just like, oh my God, so cute. Perfect baby. We all know newborns are not cute. They look like little Benjamin Buttons. I wish getting your ass chewed out was the same as getting your ass eaten out. It's not those. Sometimes you meet someone and you're like, wow, they're really into themselves. So much so that I'm pretty sure if they could reach, they would suck their own dick as their main form of masturbation. Just one last thing. I think people who use one-ply toilet paper are really fucking gross. Thank you for your time. Listening to me.
Do you want music behind you?
Hi, my name is Steve, but you call me Steve.
Yeah!
I'm so happy to be here. I've got to go wee. I am a retired comedy professional magician for Baltimore, Maryland. I'm supposed to be the Thank you. Well done, and you should be. Anyway, what happened? I'm sorry I'm late. I had to get here. I had to go to my uncle's funeral. He died, drank a quart of shellac, but would have finished. Because he drank. Anyway, so I have to explain this sometimes. Oh, what else happened today? I went to a discount massage parlor today. It was self-service, but sir, you know what I mean. Anyway, what else happened? Anyway, I didn't bring any magic. I got here not this late because I thought there'd be no kids. So I'll be telling kiddie jokes for you guys, not for these little guys. But I'm totally inappropriate, and I'm okay with that. I hope you are too. So we're the little kids. Good. Get them the fuck out of here, will you? Come on, will you? Anyway, I'll be telling some things. I'm going to be telling you some real truth later on in the act. But who else is performing tonight? Anyway, I'll finish what I was saying. I am a retired professional comedy magician. I am not a stand-up guy. At this age, I'm a sit-down comedian. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so old, my toupee's turning gray. That's how old I am. I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, I want to see who's performing up here. Well, have a great night. All seriousness aside, I know there's going to be some people told me they're coming. Who wants to perform? I came as a perverted witch, so there you go. Faked you out, didn't I? So we have a German here. We got a German guy here. Wie geht's, mein Freund? And they must have to walk too. I'm just going to walk around and make sure the kids are doing it. So we'll see how it goes. And it's these guys next. Then I realized I didn't have to learn the song. Cause when you live the way I live, nobody else is gonna sing along. And so I'm back from that place. And I stand here with that pretty look on my face. I'm gonna change that stupid lock. I should have made it to the key. If only I would have known that you'd be back to life with me. There you go. Walk out the door. She said something about coming back. No, I will survive. All as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I will survive. Thank you guys so much for coming to my funeral. And to all of you. One thing I can say is that when you're alive or you're dead, caskets are very uncomfortable. And that's something that I learned today. A couple times, somebody pushed the door and it almost herniated my colon. And I almost had to just go ahead and call it quits right there, but I held off. I told myself I will survive. And that's what each and every one of you guys need to do.
Now, I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm not gonna be in front of you long, but I gave some thoughts of what I would say. And I know a few ways that we can make every day into Halloween, okay? Every day can be just like this, okay? And I think the first thing that we should do is we should just keep trick-or-treating, but just cut it in half. So instead of doing any tricks, we just give out the treats. You feel me? We just give out candy. And I'm serious about this. Give candy to everybody. Give it to the boys, give it to the girls, give it to the men, and give it to the women. Because when you do that, that leaves pedophiles no other option. Wow! Wow! It stops them dead in their tracks. How would they know what they was gonna do? You stop it! Because we just ain't giving out the drink. And what's important about that is that you, when you're giving out the candy, don't just give it to the kids. Because you put yourself in a position and you don't want to have to deal with that shit. Somebody come and lock you up. You talking about, I can't deal with all you motherfuckers. Make sure you cover in your tracks. Give everybody the candy is what I'm trying to say. Okay? Also, I think that we have to get into the practice of practicing what I like to call aggressive positivity, okay? You have to tell people, when somebody comes up to you and they say, hey, who are you supposed to be? That's a microaggression. That person knows who you were supposed to be. They know that already. They just want you to say who you were supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? So just go ahead, instead of saying that, you can say, oh, you look nice today. You feel me? It's not hard to tell somebody that they look nice, even when they don't. Yeah! I got a boss, and sometimes she be taking manchego cheese, and she dips it in the butter, and then she talks to me about her diet! And I'm still doing it looks good, because that's aggressive positivity. You gotta try it. And I'm sorry for being so serious, but I was just in a cabinet. And so obviously, it's a little heavier on my heart. I want you to enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. The second thing that you can do to help to make every day like Halloween is take off your mask, but keep the costume. If that makes any sense. Like tonight, when you get finished, you're gonna go lay in the bed, and you're gonna take off your mask, and in your mind, you're gonna start to tell yourself, the fun is over. Halloween is over. I'm no longer the fun and bubbly person going around telling people that they look nice because the holiday is ending. I want you to know that before social media, Halloween wasn't every day. It wasn't an everyday thing, okay? Like, it's an everyday thing because people have to put on different masks on the phone to be a different person for different people also looking at their phones. You see what I'm saying? So when you're practicing your aggressive positivity, don't lose your costume. You feel me? Because the person that you are is enough. That's why I was in the cabinet. I gotta be real with you. Because you just go, fuck out. You go home, you go back to your life. You go back to putting on a response mask. You feel me? Because that's the thing about life. Is life will trick the hell out of your ass if you let it. Okay? You'll wake up and you tell yourself, I'm gonna have a good day. Okay? And then the day will be like, hi. Got your ass! Jump out, and now, you looking at life like, damn. Well, I guess I gotta go a different way. I guess maybe the day is not as good. Because the day done scared me up. What you gotta do is you gotta get you a smile mask. And you put that shit on your face, right? So that way, when Michael's coming at you, booga, 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 you just smile back, and eventually that motherfucker's gonna leave you alone. I'm just trying to help you out. Because eventually, no matter what costume we wear, we will eventually put our last costume on, and we will all go somewhere we didn't want to go. Okay? So, I said all that to say, happy Halloween. But also, when you wake up tomorrow, ask yourself the same question everybody was asking you today. Who am I supposed to be? You feel me? Because if you ask me who I'm supposed to be, baby, I'm supposed to be alive. And so are you. Y'all have a great night, okay? Thank you so much. Y'all can have these flowers and stuff. I got them again, but I didn't get as many this time as they got last time. I don't know if anybody remembers. But now I got like enough for y'all to have some flowers on there. All right, thank you. Good night.
Walter!
You can't keep getting away with it. You can't keep getting away with it. Hey, come to you.
Hey, say goodbye to the camera. Look.
Was that one going?
It's still going.
Okay,
Still
good.
going. And for an hour. Yeah. Pretty good.
That's a good.
You get a shot?